What's up? What's up? What's up? Of course, this is your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another video. But you know, we gotta have a little G thing here. You know what I mean? And why having a little G thing? You know what I mean? It's gonna chill out. We're gonna be cool today because we're gonna do a theory video with y'all live about Loki, episode 6 of this second season. But hopefully you guys are having a good time. Hopefully you guys are happy. Hope you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gant. Again, if you're watching this for the first time, don't forget to like the video, like, comment. If you want to, go ahead and share this video with your family, your friends. And if you're watching this on the replay, don't forget to like the video. Just like the video, comment, and if you dislike it, put a thumbs down. Just tell me in the comment section what you didn't like. I'm all about growth. But, you know, we're going to do our thing in here. Let's go ahead and get this thing started, you know what I mean? But I appreciate you guys who have came and rocked with me. I got a little announcement that I'm going to talk about before I actually get started with the theory video. Just real quick, memberships is open. I only have $2.99 memberships available. All the rest of the tiers are now gone. I just want you guys support. So if you want to support the channel, you can support the channel for $3 a month, $2.99. You know, that supports the channel. You know what I'm saying? Then you'll be able to have access to the membership, the members only videos. I want to start getting memberships up, and it really helps support the channel. Plus, I could be able to do more things with just the members only. So make sure that you guys, if you want to be a part of the crew, $2.99 a month. It's the only tier. When it got rid of all the other tiers, $2.99 a month. That'll get us started, you know, with everything or whatever, and get some memberships going. Now, if some other memberships go up higher in the future, that'll be different. But right now, I just need you guys' support. So for $2.99 a month, you can't beat that. Go ahead, make sure that you got my support. Well, I get your support. You're supporting the channel and helping this channel grow. So make sure if you want to be a part of the crew, only $2.99 a month. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking for. But anyway, again, hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. You know what I mean? I mean, of course, would you become a member? Yeah, we'll see. I would love you to be a member, but you already know. The real question is, all right. Let's get into this video. And again, thank you guys for tuning into the Dre Mac Show. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. This is just a theory video and something I kind of want. I've been wanting to bring up because I know a lot of people have a problem with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and I get it. I completely get it. Also, I think it takes a little bit harsher criticism. I know a lot of things don't stick to the landing, but I think it takes a way harder criticism than it should. So, my thing is, what if the Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania was very vital to Loki and to KANG and KANG's Dynasty? Again, this video is called Loki Will Bring Back KANG, and I'm gonna tell you why I believe that KANG is coming back with the season finale of this show. He's most definitely coming back with the season finale for this show, most definitely, and I'm gonna tell you why. There is a scene that we seen earlier in this season. We've seen Mobius pull Loki out of the time loom, out of the time loom, and bring him back into, you know, the TVA. We see he remains get turned in spaghetti. Again, I believe this was always a plan for KANG. And remember, at the beginning of Loki, when nobody knew who he was, and he was running around TVA like a chicken with his head cut off, you seen the statues of Kang, and that was in the previous time period of the show. That was in the previous time period of the TVA. Now, I want to say this because this is very, very key, and I'm about to bring up the scene in Ant-Man, but the scene where I'm discussing in Quantumania is where Ant-Man, well, I'm sorry, where Kang gets stuck in his multiversal core. Now, when he gets stuck in that multiversal core, there's something about this, because there's a probability hex when Scott was close to the multiversal core. When he was close to it, there's all these probabilities and all these different people start coming up, yada yada yada, because it's all probability. But if you're in the quantum realm, you're already outside of time and space, right? You're already outside of that. If he got caught into this multiversal core, then what do you think he's in? And I want to play something for you guys. And again, fair use, but the way that I'm gonna play this, I'm gonna make it a lot easier to be able to see. Now, I'm not gonna play, a lot of it, because I already know I don't want to get in trouble. But I want to play this for a particular reason. I'm going to show you the reason why in just a second. So, this is the battle between Kang and Scott Lang, right? We've all seen this, right? So now, here, and I'm going to bring this up. Okay. Now, in Loki, I believe we've seen the prototype of this multiversal core. And that is what who Victor Timely had. Now, he threw all those Pym particles towards this machine. Now, I know I did a theory video where I thought Phastos was the one who gave this information, but it's this Ouroboros where Kang finds Obi, who writes the book, who gives it to Kang, well, Victor Timely, a Kang variant, you know what I'm saying, who thanks Obi. It's all this is loop-de-loop stuff, right? Now, in this scene, that multiversal core is stuck, right? And you see, let me go. Now, he tries to get away from it. And he tries to escape. Remember, he's trying to escape into the real world now. Into our reality. Right? He tries to escape. Unfortunately, he gets pushed back because, Genevieve, I'm not saying this is the world's greatest scene either. Let's not get it twisted. So I'm going to try to pump this up, 10 seconds. Because again, Genevieve Dime is shooting him towards the multiversal core, which is powered by quantum energy. Right? Now, it's unstable. Ant-Man got to punch in. And right here, I'm going to show you why this scene and what's going on in the temporal loom looks the same, and how he got sucked in to another portion of the quantum realm where he's outside of time and space. And this looks like the same energy that we saw in Loki season 2, episode 4. So you see it here. Sorry. You see here, he's starting to get attracted by the energy. And that energy comes off it's always the spectrum of the colors that's being used, which is, red represents the reality stone. And remember, in the reality stone, You can see whatever type of reality that you want to. And that energy is similar. The unstable energy is similar to an infinity stone. But that infinity stone is the reality stone. So he now is sucked into a different reality, which is a different point in reality outside of time and space. So, of course, he gets sucked in. Now, mind you, he didn't die, but look at the look. I want y'all to really peep. Look at the colors. It reminds you of the temporal loom. So let me take this off real quick. Let me stop that for just a second, right? Because I want to pull up Exhibit B. Let me get out of this here, and I'm going to show you how that look of the temporal loom and his multiversal core looks almost identical. And even that red energy that came from that, matched what we saw in the TVA when I'll keep calling him He Who Remains. Good God. When Victor Timely went into the quantum realm. All right, so let me get to Loki real quick. I'm gonna show you. Wish I just had these like as clips, and then I wouldn't even have to do this. All I had to do is skip. But now I know, people like, Variety, which shout out to New Rockstar. Shout out to Eric Voss for New Rockstars for pointing out a lot of things that that article of Variety said, that in the MCU was dying and nobody wants to watch it and all these problems and yada yada yada, all of this stuff. I don't believe the MCU is nowhere close to dying. Nowhere close. I just think that a lot of people are not really paying attention to what's really going on. And I think some people, we get caught up in the hype now, of what people saying. It is cool to bash stuff nowadays. Now, I'm going to show you this. Now that I got this scene up, let me go ahead and share my screen. And I'm going to full screen this. I want you to look at just the energy. The energy of the temporal loom, right? Now, look at the energy. This coming out. This is Victor Timely. This time, he's going out of the TVA. Of course, we already know he turns into, SpaghettiOs. You know what I mean? We know in this scene, I'm not going to lie. This scene shocked the hell out of me when I first seen it. I was so engulfed because you kind of actually see his ribs. Get all turned into spaghetti. I've never noticed that. His ribs. He's a McRib sandwich now. He is done. But you see the energy. Like, everybody's like, he got turned to dust. It's done. He's over. He's done with. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, holy crap. Now, look. I'm trying to get to this is the scene where everybody looks. Everybody like, what happened? And it was just so much radiation. Now, does this, and I'm gonna play this, but I have to stop it and pause it so I don't get in trouble by Disney, Marvel. Doesn't this look like the instability that I just shown with the multiversal core? Look more. You see the red energy that's coming out along with the other energy, but look how bright that orange energy is. If you go back and you compare that scene, there is that reddish orangish look when it was starting to become unstable, this is the same energy again to that multiversal core, so he could go through time and space again. As it blows up, it looks just exactly like the multiversal core as it expands and blows, just like when KANG got sucked into it. Now, remind you, this is taking the multiverse and expanding it, blowing it completely up. I want to show you Exhibit C. Now, that was when the multiversal core exploded. I'm sorry, the temporal loom exploded. The multiversal core exploded. Let me show you what I mean by Loki is going to bring He Who Remains out of the into the TVA and out of space in time. So I think it's episode 1 we saw, and I'm going to look for it real quick here. And I believe this is in episode 1 where Mobius has to bring Loki out of time and space. Now, this is what I believe this is going to happen. Okay. This is what I believe is going to happen. Let me share my screen. Remember, Loki said, I got to do it differently. And I think this is all He Who Remains plan, aka the real Kang the Conqueror. Right? I believe this is going to happen. I believe that once Loki, mind you, Loki can basically, he can, the time displacement, the time slipping, I mean, aka the time skipping, what my man Hit from Dragon Ball Super was doing, he can now do. So now, remember this scene? This is from Loki episode 1, season 1. Episode 1, season 2. He pulled Loki out of time and space, out of the temporal loom. What I believe this time, when they go into and fix the temporal loom, they're going to bring Kang out of wherever he is in time and space. And that's who's going to come back into the TVA. Why? Well, let's do this. When Loki first got here, remember, he came back from the past. And he was freaking out. I'm showing you this for a reason. Who is there when he wakes up and he realizes he's in now? Mind you, he time slipped to a different part of time in the TVA. But that's Kang, who eventually becomes He Who Remains, right? I believe this is the Ouroboros loop that they were talking about. This is the Ouroboros loop they were talking about, because if you look at it, wouldn't it make sense for Loki to time slip? That He Who Remains, who said, I paved the path for you to get here, to know that, hey, this has happened to me in the past. The Ant family, whatever, that ending, I'm not going to lie, the ending sucks. I'm just not going to hold you. That ending sucks. And I know it sucks. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when I make jokes about MODOK, I'm really trolling. Because a lot of it wasn't that, that ending could have been better. The whole thing with MODOK is a joke. You know what I'm saying? And did I laugh through it? Because it is. I just look at it as a joke. And sometimes on these films, you got to have fun. When I open up a comic book, it's for fun. It's an escapism. We're taking this shit sometimes we are taking it a little too seriously and not enjoying ourselves. So in this, I'm enjoying myself. I know that He Who Remains said, I paved the way for you. I'm just going to end up in here regardless. Matter of fact, for context, that's going to be the last thing I pull up. Because again, episode 1 is named Ouroboros. Ouroboros is an infinity loop. It's a time loop. That's what it is. It is a complete time loop. So with a time loop, your beginning becomes your end. In the last episode is for all time, always. So this is what it's supposed to be. This is always what it's supposed to be. It's always supposed to be, which I believe that we're going to find out that the 3 people who created the TVA is Loki, Sylvie, and KANG. That's who I believe, created the TVA. And the 3 timekeepers is based off of that. Hold on. I'm gonna go back. We're gonna look at this scene here. And I'm keeping a closed caption on purpose because I just don't. I'm trying my best to try to stay within the realm of this. He said, but now we know, well, and this is he who remains. We have a good chance to do them for a good reason. Now, mind you, this is when he was telling them that I made this, I paved the road for you guys. There's nothing that didn't happen that was not already on script. You know what I mean? I've done everything. And remember, this was at the end of time. They got to the end of time. This is even. It just clicked. Check. Just roll with me real quick. Let me take him off the screen. Matter of fact, remember, he just heard the explosion. Hold up. He knew that the end was near. I'm about to make all of this make sense. Listen real closely. Matter of fact, I'm going to pause the music. I want you guys to really listen real closely to this. Hold up. Let me go back. Just 10 seconds. Listen. That rumbling that you hear, let me put myself back on screen. Matter of fact, let me just go here. Go here with it. That rumbling that you hear on screen, right? Remember, Loki, Hunter B15, Casey, Obi, all of them is at the end of time. That was the end of the TVA. Follow me on this one. Loki and Sylvie is already there at the end of time. That explosion was the explosion of the temporal loom. That's why he was already, you kill me now, I'm just going to end up here anyway. That's why he said, see you soon. He said, that's why he said, we have crossed the threshold. Watch. He already knew. He knew this is it. Now let me pause it because they're coming to get me. I don't want a thing. But he already knew this is the time. This is the end. I'm about to hit that's why. Listen.
We just crossed the threshold.
We just crossed the threshold. He knew that they destroyed the temporal loom. At the end of time, everything exploded. That's what Loki saw. We're seeing it from Loki in the TVAs in the future side. In this one, we're looking from the Loki in the past who has followed the road to get to He Who Remains. Do you know when it comes out? It dropped episode 6 season finale drops today at 8 o'clock Central Time, my time. But it drops today, and I will do a video on it in the morning, doing a complete review, which will be at 7 o'clock, so we have a lot more time to review it. But this was the point in the show. We're seeing the end of the TVA, and where he stabs and kills He Who Remains. This is the Ouroboros. The end of the episode. This is the last episode of season 1. In season 2, episode 4, we seen from the other side. The TVA exploded, made the same rumbling sound, right? So now he knew it was time for him to die. He knew it. That's why he's smiling. He knew it. Remember, we started to see the TVA. We start to see the branches start expanding once they get outside of after they kill He Who Remains. So let me kind of skip, because they have their argument. Now we start to see. Now this is what I was talking about. Hold on real quick. Now you start to see the
I have no idea.
This is why I said this was the end of the sacred timeline. We are watching this from He Who Remains and Loki and Sylvie from the original when they first got there. What we seen in episode 4 is from the backside of it, when it actually exploded and all the branches started to come apart because the timeline was splitting. Remember, the temporal loom was supposed to weave everything together, right? All the branches timelines were supposed to prune it. All of that stuff to go into chaos. It exploded. When that exploded, all the branches of the timeline started going all over the place. Why do we know that? Because in episode 5, when we get when we see Loki and he's running around the TVA and he's by himself, he's in an Ouroboros loop. He's seeing himself at different points of time. We see Mobius. Mobius out here selling jet skis. We see Hunter B15. She's out here being, a pediatrician, a doctor. We see Casey. Casey is Frank from the Alcatraz. You know what I'm saying? And we see Obi. You know what I mean? He's a science fiction writer, and he's also a scientist. You know what I'm saying? A professor. So we've already seen this. So we are now connecting the dots to this show. We have already seen this. So we already know what's going to happen after this. Now, he said, I have no idea how the rest of this is going to go.
I'm being candid.
So that's it.
So now he's playing them. Remember, I'm going to tell you why he's playing them. Victor Tomley was a con man. And he is a variant of Kang the Conqueror. Then they have con man traits already in them, right? That's why he's smiling the way he does. He wanted him to do it.
That's it.
He wanted him to do it.
This is what happened.
He said, this is what happens at the end of time. Remember, this is at the end of time. So he already knew Sylvie was going to kill him. He was going to die. He already knew that. He was playing him. The trickster got tricked. This is what this whole thing is about. And once Loki finds out he got tricked, he's been tricked. What do you think he's going to go through now? He's tried to do the best thing, but Loki's is always supposed to be the villain. That's what this is about. Why did we take this journey? So you know how the multiversal war goes out. He said,
you plunge your blade in my chest and an infinite amount of me start another multiversal war, and I just end up right back here anyways.
I end up back here anyway. We already seen this. We already know. An infinite amount of me comes. I got to get pulled out of time and space. I go and fight in the Kang Dynasty against all my variants, and I end up back here anyway as He Who Remains. It's already set up. It's already set up, and we're seeing this play out now. Again, we're seeing it from the other side, but this scene,
Incarnation, baby.
see, Sylvie already knew that he was playing, but he was not lying. He knew he was going to end up here in the first place. They were used. Everybody from Obi to Casey to Mobius to Hunter P15 to Ravonna Renslayer to even Miss Smith. Everybody is a game, a chess piece in this Ouroboros that has to do with Kang. That's why Loki will bring back Kang, out of space and time. Is going to be the Kang that we met in Multiverse of Madness. That Kang is going to be the one who's going to win the multiversal war and end up right back here as Kang, as He Who Remains. That's why he said, I've been called many names, a ruler, a conqueror, a Mortis, Ramatut, Scarlet Centurion, Kang the Conqueror, all this, man. Excuse me. But let me drop this down before somebody come get me. I had to sip this tea. Oh, that's so good too. What do y'all think? Do you think I'm tripping, or are you seeing the Ouroboros that I'm seeing right now? That we already seen episode 4, we just didn't see it in its entirety because we was with Kang, we was with He Who Remains, Loki and Sylvie. And now we're seeing the creation of the TVA. We see the expansion of the when the temporal loom destroyed. We seen from He Who Remains side in the branches start splitting. We actually got to see it firsthand from the TVA point of view of the multiverse colliding. Now it's time to have our Kang Dynasty and go to war. What do y'all think? Y'all think I'm tripping? Should I come back with another theory video because I don't know what I'm talking about? You guys be the judge. Again, thank you so very much for stopping in and checking out this video, man. Of course, I truly appreciate you guys. Bar none.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B.
You know,
it says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Well, I gotta wrap it up. He said wrap it up. I gotta wrap it up. Anyway, thank you so very much for tuning in. If you're watching this on a replay, thank you so very much. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the video. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all Thursday. Let's go. Let's get up out of here. I gotta let the forehead breathe some more. Let's do it.
You're telling me the video's over?
What?
Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.